Hey, I want to talk about day two of me kind of just like talking or showing clips of my training and nutrition. So, I woke up and I went over like what I'm doing for recovery. Like where I measured my heart rate in the morning, well specifically my HIV, which is like really connected to basically how much stress you're under. So it's pretty low today. And I didn't want to skip martial arts training, so I skipped my strength session. I'll probably just get in Thursday. I'll get the third and one in Friday. Um, and then I hit my martial arts training. So like this is like really, I think recovery is really important. And honestly, if I didn't do martial arts, I'd probably still work out. But it's since it was low and I'm getting over a cold, I didn't want to expose myself to 3 hours of training when I'm kind of in that fatigue state. So this is an important concept, is to understand that recovery really is super important. Is that you gotta make sure that you come recovering from your workout somehow, and that realize that just because you're not working hard, just because you're not doing like intense workouts, doesn't mean it's not your plans are effective. Um, you want to make sure that every day isn't like super intense. You need these like easier days to recover and stuff like that, which is super important. Um, So I did that. I trained pretty hard. It was pretty tough. So again, still getting over a cold. Um, yeah, it was definitely really challenging to wrestle today. So, um, but within that, one of the things that I really like to focus on when I'm grappling, because if you know jujitsu, you spend like my school you spend a half hour doing technique and another half hour rolling. So you're doing like 5 minute rounds. You get like a minute rest. You do that for the last 5 minutes. And sometimes guys sit out. They do a round. They're really tired and they sit out. Um, and I was thinking about this today. Is like I always want to push myself because I don't get to train as much as I want to, and I want to take as much of it, get as much mat time as possible. Um, but another thing is I want to um, get good at the skill of using my skills, techniques, and basically form in jiu-jitsu while I'm tired. Because it's one thing to be able to do it when I'm fresh, but it's completely another thing to be able to do it when I'm tired. And this really goes for everything. And this is what I was thinking about is um, one of the keys to success is your ability to do things right, or do things technically right, or have good form when you're under fatigue. So this goes for doing jiu-jitsu. This goes for doing workouts when you're tired, making sure that although you're tired because you're doing tons of maybe reps or sets, that your form is still good. And this is the same with things with even nutrition. Is like, can you still have some good nutrition habits and skills when you're really fatigued? Like when you're a week when you're super tired, super stressed out, you're not getting that much sleep, and you feel like life is like caving in on you. Do you still have a decent week of nutrition? And so um, think about that. If you're watching this video, think about like, how can I get better at doing good work when I'm really fatigued and tired? And if you can work on that skill, I think that will take you a long way to getting your results, because there's just times where we're tired and we don't want to do it, but if we can still do good work in those times, um, you're gonna get results because you're more consistent. And then when it's not hard, when you're not going through hard times, it'll be so much easier too, and you'll be so much better at it. So just something to think of. As far as my nutrition, I went over my calorie cycling, where I fast for 2 days a week, have kind of low calories, and then the other days I hit maintenance calories for. So for me, 2,700. I shoot for 2,700. So that's kind of what I'll be doing today, making sure I get protein. Make sure I get fruits and at least 5 fruits and vegetables. Those are, I think, the main things that you want to make sure you hit with your nutrition, and then everything else is kind of probably individual. Like, what foods do you like? Do you prefer to eat high carb meals? Do you not really like how you feel on carbs? So maybe you don't have that many carbs, you eat more fats, stuff like that. So yeah, again, if you have any questions on the stuff I'm doing, reach out.